Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now finally pumping and breaking out, but unfortunately many will flip bullish exactly at the big resistance. Let me show you. You're going to notice that only a couple of hours ago, Bitcoin hit the bottom of our significant horizontal range almost to the exact dollar accuracy. After we hit level, insane push towards the upside, another breakout towards the area of 117,000 US dollar area. And of course, yesterday we were definitely expecting for something like that to actually happen. I was not expecting Bitcoin to actually drop that low towards the downside, but nevertheless, we were bullish, expecting higher targets very soon. And right now it really does look like the entire move up is actually happening. And yes, I do remain in my long position as of right now on Bitcoin, on XRP and also on SUI, and later in the video I'm even going to share with you why ideally in the next couple of hours I would still like to get another push towards the upside on the Bitcoin price itself. But let me right now also share with you something very interesting. For the past couple of days, the best levels you could be trading are going to be liquidity levels. What you're right here going to see, Bitcoin took the liquidity below the recent low right here, got a pump towards the upside. Another liquidity grab exactly above the specific high, dump it towards the downside. Liquidity grab below the recent low, push towards the upside, and also right here, before we got another push towards the upside, we took the liquidity exactly below the recent lows. So the market for the past couple of days is really respecting the liquidity levels. And what does that exactly mean? People, when they enter a trade, usually they set a stop loss exactly below the recent lows. And that means we stop majority of people out of their trades, and only after they are wrecked, only after they get stopped out, we can then get a major rotation potentially towards the upside or towards the downside. And also right now, with the entire push up, remember what we talked about yesterday. We needed to pay attention to the 5-wave price structure towards the upside. So what can we right now do? We are going to go with our Elliott impulsive wave, identifying the first impulse right here. We got a correction. And also right now, yes, potentially, we can already say Bitcoin got the third Elliott wave, the fourth one, and right now, if a bigger correction towards downside is actually going to start, for sure, we can say the 5-wave price structure on Bitcoin is right now already finished. But what I said before, ideally, in the next couple of hours, I would still like to get another push towards the upside, and I am going to share with you exactly why ideally I am still looking for higher. But nevertheless, looking right now only at the 5-wave price structure, it really does look like it could be finished, and we could be already expecting a major dump towards the upside, a major correction to start. And also, later in the video, I'm going to share with you a confirmation you need to be aware of if right now the 5-wave price structure right here is already finished. But also, majority of people are right now paying attention or are going to pay attention to the FOMC meeting starting at 8 p.m. my local time. Of course, right now the prediction is that we are going to see the rate cuts. Now, here I need to give you a significant warning. If the news are actually going to be bullish, yes, probably, Bitcoin is going to get another push towards the upside. But here comes a trap. Majority of people are going to flip bullish exactly at the area of resistance. They can get trapped right here, especially if they're going to look to enter a long or a buy position. But what we are going to know, Bitcoin, if we do right now continue higher, is going to hit a major area of resistance we have been waiting for the past couple of weeks. 118 and 117,000 US dollar area is a significant price target for Bitcoin. So no, I am not going to be flipping bullish at the area of resistance right here. I'm only simply going to be taking the profits on all of my long trades on Bitcoin, on XRP, and also on SUI, and potentially only fire a short position on the Bitcoin price itself. That is right why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel right here. Right now, let me share with you why if Bitcoin does continue higher, we are definitely going to be trading at a significant and a very important price target. The most important Fibonacci ratio you should always pay attention to, and of course also yesterday we talked about our golden pockets right here. We bounced exactly at the golden pocket. We got a rejection exactly at the golden pocket. And of course, if Bitcoin right now does continue higher from the all-time high back towards the low, we are going to be aware exactly at the golden pocket. And the golden pocket right here is clearly aligning perfectly with the biggest volume cluster of the entire upper price section. So no, if we do continue higher, this is not the area, this right here is not the time for us to be flipping bullish. We are more bullish at the areas of support because simply we are looking to buy low and sell high. And right now, if we do continue higher, we are going to be paying ourselves, we are going to be taking the profits on all of our trades right here. But why in the next couple of hours we could still potentially be expecting another push towards the upside on the Bitcoin chart itself? Pay attention right now to what other people are doing in the market, what the CVD indicator has been doing for the past couple of hours. Yes, we are seeing another push towards downside. What does that exactly mean? The CVD indicator is measuring if brand new buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. If we are seeing a push down, it simply means more selling pressure is coming in the market. But the thing is, you need to look at the CVD indicator in a combination with the Bitcoin price itself. So logically thinking, more selling pressure is coming in while Bitcoin is pushing higher. This right here means the selling pressure is getting absorbed, and right now this is going to be a bullish divergence on the CVD indicator, bullish absorption, bullish Bitcoin indication. That is right now why ideally in the next couple of hours I would really like to get another push towards the upside, maybe even on the FOMC meeting. People, of course, if the news are also going to be bullish, are going to be longing Bitcoin directly at the area of resistance. But right now, another bearish indication is happening on the RSI, MACD, and also money flow indicator on the 4-hour time frame. On all of those indicators, what we are right now seeing: higher highs on Bitcoin, lower high on RSI, lower high on money flow, lower high on MACD. All of those indicators are forming regular bearish divergences, which could potentially mean Bitcoin in the next couple of days is actually going to get a bigger correction back towards upside. And right now, the only level that is, in my opinion, important on Bitcoin is actually going to be the very important volume level, because if we do get acceptance below the volume level, this is definitely then going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. So we right now simply need to go back with our horizontal range. What are one of the most important levels in the horizontal range? Of course, are going to be the volume level. So we can right now measure the entire range with our volume. Remember also, only a couple of days ago, we have been paying attention to the value area low of our horizontal range, where I said to you, yes, Bitcoin just hit the bottom of the range, but the volume level needs to get reclaimed as soon as possible. Bitcoin then got a push towards the upside, reclaimed our volume level at 115.2 thousand US dollars, and simply got another major push towards the upside. Right now, we can literally say the exact same thing. Because we are above the value area high, this right here is going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. But the reality is, if we do get acceptance below our value area high once again, bearish indication, similarly as pushing above the value area low was a bullish indication, but of course completely opposite right now. In that case, we should then definitely be expecting lower targets to be reached on the Bitcoin price itself. So right now, the only level that is going to be important is going to be the value area high at 116,000 US dollars. If this level right here is not broken back down, to be honest, I'm expecting another push towards the upside for Bitcoin to then finally hit our major golden Fibonacci ratio at approximately 117 and 118,000 US dollar area. And that is right now why, if you want to trade with us, make sure you're taking an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below, because BTUnix Exchange is right now giving to you only after you register 10 USDT completely for free. Then make sure you deposit. You're also going to get a 20% deposit bonus, and of course, the more you're going to trade, the bigger bonuses you're going to get. This specific campaign is right now valid only for the next couple of days, so take advantage of the free bonuses using the second link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me also talk about very likely about the rising wedge pattern. Remember, our main plan on Bitcoin is still staying exactly the same. On the daily and also of course on the 2-day time frame, we are right now, overall speaking, still paying attention to the bigger rising wedge pattern. Ideally, we would really like to get another all-time high in the next couple of weeks. But the reality once again is, we trade from level to level. I am not going to tell you right now that Bitcoin is going to break our golden Fibonacci ratio and the point of control, simply because it's a significant resistance level right here, and because we trade from level to level, this specific area potentially we could get some kind of a rejection back towards the downside. So that is why, yes, overall direction, it is still towards the upside. Overall speaking, looking at all of our exponential moving averages on the 4-hourly, on the 2-hourly, on the 1-hourly time frame, we are definitely moving in a significant uptrend. But because a significant level right here is also going to be hit, you need to be slightly more careful right here and maybe even pay yourself with your long positions, maybe even enter another short position. Additionally, remember already a couple of days ago, we talked about our inverse head and shoulders pattern. And yes, the price target of our inverse head and shoulders pattern as of right now still has not been hit. The exact target is going to be at approximately 119.6 thousand US dollar area. So if you look like that, rising wedge pattern right now, it is still being bullish. Inverse head and shoulders pattern is right now still being bullish because, of course, we still haven't hit our major price target right here. So that is why the main direction of Bitcoin is definitely towards the upside. However, I would not be surprised if in the next couple of hours we are going to get a rejection exactly at our major area of resistance. Now, additionally, what can we right now see on the Achler stochastic CG oscillator on the weekly time frame? Yes, as of right now, we are still being in the oversold area, and last couple of times we were in the oversold area, Bitcoin got another very nice push toward the upside. So this right here is definitely going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. But once again, because a big level is going to come up in the next couple of hours probably, you need to be slightly more careful, maybe even expect a correction back towards upside, and of course at the area of resistance. We might even be interested to fire another short or a sell position of Bitcoin, simply because it's going to be another major level where a lot of people could potentially get trapped, especially if the news in the next couple of hours are going to be bullish. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the second link down below, because only after you register, you're already going to get 10 USDT, but then also deposit, because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.